Yo, did you hear about 23andMe, how they are selling off our DNA?
Yeah.
At first, I thought this was a big crisis.
I know they were selling the information before.
Yeah,
Ancestry or 23andMe to like third party, but this is probably something else add on to it.
no, what I was about to say was I thought about it for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, worried. I'm like, yo, you know how enraged we get for like no reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? First thing that came to my mind is this what you niggas get for looking for your dads.
All right,
This is what you nosy niggas get for looking for your dads. Your dad don't want you. Your dad doesn't want to see you. But now you go looking for your dad. So now they're selling, well, not my information, because
everyone's information.
now they're selling everybody's information because you want to be nosy and find your father. That's what y'all get. Leave your dad alone. He left in peace. When he went to the store and didn't come back, he made a decision.
He went with a clear mind.
Clear mind. He made his choice clear. I don't want this or you. And now you go look for him.
That reminds me of AE, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. And another thing, I went into a rabbit hole of thinking about things once. I was like, nosy niggas, leave your dads alone. What's up with kids going to look for their real parents when they're adopted?
That's always been a thing, though.
Yeah. Why? Mind your business. They gave you away.
It's the sense of probably wanting to know. It's definitely just the natural sense of why
Nosy.
Why wasn't I loved, or why didn't they want me type shit.
Now you're in my business. I got pregnant at 15. I'm a teen mom, and I want to live the rest of my life and be successful. No, yeah, so I gave you to a family that could take care of you. That's what you want to know? That's what you want to know?
When you put it in that sense, it's like, damn, like you opened up a can of worms.
The condom broke, and I had a future. I was a straight A student, and the condom broke. That's what happened. Do you want to hear that?
Oh, God.
Now go back to your family that raised you. Well, I go have this other kid now that I'm successful.
Oh my God. That's so mean. But it's like, I don't, like,
hoodie
if I was adopted, allegedly, or an alleged land, I would want to know my parents. Yeah, why? But I don't know. It's just a sense of like, yo, why?
And most people that like adopt, that means they got a little bit of bread. Like usually,
yeah.
Unless you get the little. Never mind.
Well, they gotta run. They gotta run a background check and all that stuff.
Oh, I thought you said. I thought you said. They go get the runaways. Those are the cheap ones. I thought that's what you were. No, I said I thought that's what you were about to say. I thought that's what you were going to say. I'm glad you didn't say that. We cleared that up. We don't have to make it a thing. I'm glad you did not say people are getting runaways. I'm glad you didn't say that.
You think they have deals?
They definitely have a 2-for-1 kid deal at the runaway spot. For sure. At the runaway spot? For sure.
Like you get 5-year-old Timmy, but like this one, he's kind of in Bruin, so he's 12, but like no one really wants to get him, so like, half off on him.
Nah, I feel bad for the 13-year-olds. That shit expired, bro. It's over with.
Because it's tough, bro.
It's over with. I know you're making jokes about the runaways and shit, but I'm just saying.
I'm not making jokes. Because I know that whole situation is crazy, like trafficking and all that stuff like that.
Nah, see, that's like, dark. That's dark. I didn't say they were selling the kids. I just said no one wanted them.
But that's tough, bro. To be a teenager coming up, like in an orphanage and stuff like that, that's tough, bro. That never crossed my mind.
I'd have been Frank Lucas, nigga. You crazy?
You would have been running that shit.
I'd have sold so much crack, bro. Bro, I would have sold bro. And I would have gotten the drug game at like 4. Right? I'd have been PBS, sell crack. Teletubbies, sell crack. Like,
oh my God.
All that shit. I'd have been, what? You crazy? I'm going to sit here in this snot-nosed ass, dirty ass place. I'm going to be in the streets wilding.
Yeah,
I'm going to find a drug dealer. I'm going to have the drug dealers adopt me. I'm selling crack to everybody.
That's horrible.
Them niggas, that's going to be my father. The streets.
Oh my God.
Are you crazy? I'm just sitting in the crib sad. I'm just sitting in the place sad. I'm selling crack to everybody. Moms, daughters, sisters, all of it.
The employees.
Bro, I'd have been the Rico with the 60s. I'd have been, nigga.
Like I could only imagine the FBI like with the mugshots of everyone, and then a child.
Yeah, I can't even fit in this shit. He's the highest earner. Yeah, bro. I'm not sitting here struggling. I'm getting to it.
Oh my god, bro.
What if I was in the old runaway house? Are you crazy? Like, I'm selling crack.
Shout out to John Sandbox.
Like, listen. Things. We one layoff away from me with these tariffs. I'm feeding the streets. One left, I am feeding the streets.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. After that,
John
we'll get to it, but I feel like a lot of people,
bro, they already
allegedly are about to start selling or doing shit, bro.
Listen, they already called me Ghost, like one nigga does. They call me Ghost. You gonna see it for real.
John St. Patrick. Bro.
That's it. All right, man. Let's play the intro before I keep going. All right, welcome to episode, what we at, 211?
211.
Welcome to episode 211 of the Imaginary Place podcast. Me, the one, Mr. Full Scotia, a.k.a. Big John from the East Side Boys. You're now listening to and always been listening to the greatest show on earth. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, listening, doing all the beautiful things you guys do every single week. To my right, America's favorite Latin, the man behind the camera, the man in front of the camera, the man who gets the ladies, Dro's in the building, and now apparently the guy who hates foster kids. So,
what?
I didn't say it. You said it.
Oh my god!
I didn't even know to call them runaways. That's doper.
The ones that just leave and shit.
Oh, I just put them all in the same category now.
Wait, what are you referring to though?
The fosters.
Yeah, the ones that like run away and shit.
Oh, I mean, I consider even when they give them away, I'd say they ran away too. The parents just ran away. It's just the inverse.
Oh my god. Yeah, how y'all doing, y'all? Good to be back. We took a little break. Life is lifing, but we here.
We was here last week. That was the week before. See, that nigga so tired. He don't know where. We don't know what week it is. Nigga don't know what week day of the week it is,
bro. Shit, man. Waking up early, son. That shit, like it changes your perspective on life because you just be like, yo, bro, how much you want to really cherish sleep. Bro.
I do wonder for people who aren't early morning people, how do you function? I'm an early morning person. I be up crack of dawn every day. That's just my natural habitat. So I don't really go through the problems. Like, it's like, oh, you gotta wake up 4. And, like, I'm up already, so it's fine. Like, what do you do to fight that?
Set a shit ton of alarms. That's it. Not like.
Well, do you go to sleep earlier?
It's on and off. Depending. Like, I don't bring work to home, but it's just like work and then other little shit here and there. It kind of conflicts in family and stuff, but you start to realize, like, holy shit, bro, like, I gotta go to fucking sleep. I gotta be up in like 4 or 5 hours.
You gotta get a planner, man. Calendar is too.
I have a calendar.
It's too technologically. Sometimes when you write it down, that worked for me until.
I have a whiteboard and I write shit down and stuff like that. And I was using it mainly for like bills and stuff like that, just to make sure everything's paid off. But I'll probably get another one just to like plan the whole day out.
Yeah, writing it down makes it so much easier. You write it down and you open the day and like, oh, I got to do this. Write in with the things you got to do. Hey, I got to put 30 minutes in for this or 20 minutes for that. I got to be here at this time. And by this time, I got to sleep. Yeah. Like, sometimes you got to schedule that sleep.
But, should be changing here and there, depending, like, what the field that I work in as a field technician for contractor. It's good work. It'd be a little sporadic sometimes because depending on whatever projects and shit goes down, it's like normal hours, and then next week it'll be like, oh, we gotta come in a little earlier and leave later, or just overnights and stuff like that. So it's kind of sporadic in a way. And that's just how it be like that. But truthfully, get some sleep, at least if I could get at least 6 hours, then I was calm. 5 is kind of pushing it, but bro, you figure shit out, bro. Honestly,
by the time, at least Monday to Wednesday, I'm in bed by 8 o'clock. At least Monday to, I mean, outside of like recording, at least those days I'm in bed by 8. Thursday, you have fun because Friday no one does anything. Yeah. But I'm in bed by like 8:15. Like, everything's done. I'm talking about I clean the crib, wash my face, like I'm in bed, and I'll just let myself naturally just doze off.
I'll do like earliest is like 10:30, and it should be even earlier because I need to get better sleep.
Stop looking at your explore page with the hoes. Stop, bro. Stop doing that shit.
I just be TikToking, bro.
Stop. Stop looking at the girl TikTok.
No, bro. I'll be in bed, everything, done, and I'll just be like, I'm just see some TikTok and just some funny shit, and then you realize, oh shit, a whole hour passed away. It's like fuck, but it's chill. It's a work in progress, but it's crazy. Talking about sleep, there's a study now apparently that lack of sleep leads to early signs of Alzheimer's. So definitely don't want that.
Like I can't remember shit now. So I got to write everything down now, so I can't imagine. And
like I can remember shit. It's just like damn. It's always a trickle down effect of something. It's like you eat this, it's that, or you don't do this.
Yeah,
this. So,
man, something gonna get us. At this point, I'm at that point. I'm in my 30s. Something gonna get us.
Life is a bingo card, bro.
Right.
So, but besides that, we here chilling.
Yep.
Happy to be back. Trying to think. April. We're in April now, so
this is we had the fake summer last weekend.
Yeah.
Back to that cold rain.
People wilding out, bro. Oh my god, we'll get to that.
Back to the cold rain in New York now.
It was humid, bro. It was 70 degrees, windy, and humid. That's
hey, man.
Disgusting.
But why don't we let's knock the news out first, because a bunch of awful shit is going on.
Yeah.
Let's do the RIPs. RIP to young Scooter.
That
very
shit
weird
took
case.
me by surprise, bro.
Yeah, very weird case. It said that, well, a woman has been arrested because she made a false phone call regarding him. That brought the police there.
Yes.
And what did they say? He tried to jump a gate, and
apparently he jumped the gate,
hit an artery.
And it cut him.
And it was an artery that he cut.
Bled out apparently. But I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, that sounds like some bullshit.
Because listen, I'm not a fucking expert, but what gate can puncture? Like, if it's a regular sized gate that you jump around as a kid, that shit kind of hurts. But if we're talking about to cut an artery is crazy.
Bleeding from your leg
it's possible.
No, it's possible. But bleeding out, that means, like, how long were you down for? Like, how long were you on the ground? How much blood? Like, I have so many questions. Like, how long were you on the ground that they couldn't?
I'm not a fucking practitioner.
People get shot in the stomach.
Exactly, yeah.
And they get to the hospital on time.
Like, I know we have, like, major arteries around the whole body, around the arm and the leg. But, like, to puncture, I don't know how his body built, but, like, to puncture that,
yeah,
that's what. Nah, bro.
Some don't make no sense.
It sounds very off.
Sounds like we're gonna find out more.
Yeah, once they do the autopsy and everything.
Yeah, we'll find out more. Yeah. But rest in peace, young Scooter, man.
Rest in peace, man.
Yes. What else we got? We got Val Kilmer passed away.
Bro,
he's been in everything.
That hits childhood, bro. That shit hurts.
But I didn't know he was that old.
65 is young as shit.
Oh shit, he was 65.
Yeah, listen, he's old, but
I thought he was born in the 40s. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's young. That's sad.
Yeah,
that's sad.
Yeah, bro. I know he had throat cancer, and he had to get a surgery for his tracheotomy. I think. I don't know that word. Yeah. Throat, whatever.
Yeah.
Pause. And then that saved him, apparently, according to his family. But homie passed away due to pneumonia. That just sucks.
Once you have cancer and you get sick. Every sickness is in the hands.
Your system just tries to fight everything like that. But bro, 65, bro, like that's so young.
That's so young. Yeah. Oh man. What else we got? We got talk to me about there's a young man stabbed in a track meet. That was the white teenager, the white kid, right?
The white kid, yeah. Bro.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
So it's 17-year-old Austin McCaff, Texas high school school football star, stabbed in the heart, left to die in twin brothers' arms at track meet.
Jesus.
Apparently, it went down during a game, and the individual that did the action apparently stabbed him because Austin told them, "You're in the wrong seat." So yeah,
well, man. Sometimes you gotta lock them kids up. Kids that do stuff like that, man. Well, when you do stuff like that, you gotta be tried as an adult. So
yeah,
rest in peace, the young man that lost his life. Praise to that family. That shit like this is just horrible to hear. And the news been rough.
Yeah,
Jesus.
They asked him to move. His twin brother was right next to him. Mm-hmm. They asked him to move. He was talking reckless, and it just under like 30 seconds. It's crazy, bro.
Damn.
But that's tough, bro. To have your twin brother pass away right there.
That shit. He'll never be the same.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. All right. What else we got? All right. I mean, we could get into the mainstay of the news. This is tariffs. The tariffs. Do people know what tariffs are? Pretty much
It's taxes.
Pretty much, yeah, a tax on international items coming into the United States.
Yes.
So we are charging other countries to give us things.
Essentially. On some broke people shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, the US is so broke, bro.
The US has put a tariff on every single country that we get goods on outside of North Korea and Russia. Which
is insane.
So it is April 2nd that this is happening. Mm-hmm. So by the time April 10th hits, so I'll give it a week, everything will be more expensive. Groceries, electronics, cars, car parts. Everything. So that means mechanic. Yep. The stock market, this is the worst day in the stock market in the last 5 years.
Bro, I'm not a trade person or anything like that, but it got to the point where co-workers is talking about this shit. So I'm like, all right, let me do my Googles, this and that third. I'm like, nah, this is bad.
Even if you don't have a stock, it's important to know when the stock market is this low because it is a reflection of where the economy is. Mm-hmm. If the companies around aren't valuable, that means there's no money there's not enough money coming in and circulating to these companies, which also means they're hiring less because they're not valued more. So it's going to affect jobs. If you have a job, stay at your job unless don't go quitting before. I know us millennials, we like to go quit and travel and figure it out. Guys, that's not the fucking time.
That's a big trend that we all do.
Yeah, us millennials like that shit. No, stay at your job. We are in for a long ride. I think Italy and France said if it's a trade war they want, it's a trade war they'll get. Yep. So being in a trade war is the worst thing that could possibly happen to us right now.
100%, bro. Because listen, we all know this country ain't shit, but we here because it is what it is. But we really don't produce much,
bro.
And it's been a while. It's been a couple decades since we produced shit, So we're bringing everything into this country, and that's what I wish. Most, I hate to target one demographic, but white people, they just always feel we're the best. But bro, we bring everything into this country. We don't produce shit to give out to the country. So everything is about to go up, bro.
Funny enough, right? So I got a new car a few months back, probably a few months back. Mm-hmm. But my car is American made.
Yeah, because it's
a Bronco, right? Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody gonna find my shit. So it's a Bronco. So I go out of curiosity, I wonder how much this would cost now because I'm assuming that anything American made is gonna get incentives. Yeah. And they gave employees the employee discount. All they did was raise it an extra 10 grand, something ridiculous on the cars. I'm I'm thinking bro, you can't do much. Because they still have to keep up more where the market value of things are, regardless.
They got to make some type of profit.
So, I just say that to say, if this was this rules that Trump is talking about, I want to empower American made and create factories in here. They're still going to want to be charged what the world is charging, so they can keep up with the money that the world is getting. Yep. So. Yeah, it's a disaster.
It's a merry-go-round.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
It's a merry-go-round. I know he's big on wanting to essentially go back to how it was a couple years ago, decades and stuff like that, which it's just not possible.
There's a reason we're not there. Yeah, there's a reason for that.
But I'll just laugh it off, bro. I'm sorry. I said it before. This is my way of dealing and coping with this type of shit. It's yo, bro, whatever you have, just hold on to it. If you're going to buy big purchases and shit like that, really think it through because it's going to affect everyone. And I always implore this most to my hood homies and shit because I always hate that the negative mindset that they have, this is not gonna affect me, bro. I'm on the block, this and that. I'm yo, bro, this shit's gonna affect you. It affects everyone, bro. It trickles down.
And I'm not there to serve y'all with the crack. I'm not committing those crimes. Yeah, I'm not. So unless it gets ugly,
bro. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm basically putting it in layman terms. I wouldn't be surprised because if a regular eighth back in the day used to be at least 30. I want to say 30, 35. A regular eighth now. Whatever motherfuckers is smoking on the spray shit It'll probably hit around 80 to 100 for like an 8 for a dove.
Oh no, like literally even drugs. Yeah, drugs are gonna be more expensive.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
And
I know that shit's gonna hurt them.
Recreation is gonna be everything.
Yes.
It's just
Like everything, bro.
85% of alcohol is not American made. So yes, now going to the bar, everything is gonna cost more. So
Can't
go to make
this shit go happen after the summer.
Like make sure y'all go to happy hour. That's all I got for y'all. Like because drinks are gonna be more expensive. You know I love me wine. Wine is
I fuck with one too.
Even if I don't want American made wine anyway. So that's disgusting.
It's just trash.
So I'm gonna go and it's all fucked up, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Everyone
I went and got a bottle of wine today, man. I was like, this shit is not usually don't be this much. And I'm like, okay, oh shit, y'all getting prepared? Like what's going on here? Like,
nah, there's like I wouldn't even want to say liquor store, but like a wine store where I work at and shit, because a whole bunch of traffic comes through, foot traffic, and I'd be walking by here and then I'd walk on in just curious, because like I'm a tequila person, not big surprise, Mexican and all that stuff. So,
I'm about to say, you said it, man. Come on.
He was like, you said it. I thought it. Yeah. But there's so much better tequilas besides the big brands that everyone goes for and shit like that. So I was picking the person's brain, and he dropped knowledge on me. I was like, oh shit, okay. So like it's usually the cheaper ones and not known that usually are better. But I'm like in my head now with this whole tariff shit, everything is going up, bro. Like. Now the thing is, at least
I better drink Kylie Jenner shit or whatever that shit, right?
Because I know through hard times, everyone usually just drinks and smokes more. So it's like if people can't even do that, then
listen. I was saying. Now that we're here, another recession indicator. We are pre-gaming again. I haven't pre-gamed to go somewhere. Like, if I'm going somewhere, I'm just gonna go. I'm not drinking before I get there or meeting.
It's been a while.
No, meeting up at somebody's house to drink before you go out, so you don't drink as much when you're out. Those days are over. We're bringing that back.
I've done it a couple
recession
times.
Indicators. Go to the club a little lit or to the bar a little lit. Listen,
don't go crazy at the club.
Listen, it's expensive out here. We pregame it. We going back to meeting up at somebody's house, and we all go together.
Couple shots, we going back shots, and just
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'll get my own Uber. I'll meet y'all over there. We splitting Ubers again. Listen, I'm telling you. All right,
all of it, bro.
We right back.
All of it.
Right, we are pregame again. Whose house we meet up at? Everybody listen. Hey, we meet up, and then we all go together. All right. We get in the van. $10. Hey, it's over with.
Carpooling.
No more black trucks to myself. It's over. It's over. It's done. Wrap it up. It's a recession. Prepare for it. It's war. All right.
It's gonna be tough.
But anyway, we'll be all right, guys. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
I know Trumpito wants to try to go for a third term.
I did see that. And then I kept reading legal things that said it is actually possible.
That is actually possible?
Yes.
That I know of, it's possible if we go to war. Because that's what happened. Like, I'm sorry. I love history, but I know FDR did it. Because World War II,
yeah, 4 times.
He did 4 times. But how is it possible?
So they were saying, well, the first way, but then they debunked that and said it was illegal. That Vance can run, and then he can be the vice president, and Vance can step down. Vance can step down. That they said that's illegal. So then they debunked that. Mm-hmm. But then they said. There was a girl, she's a lawyer, she broke it down very, very simply. I can't really reiterate it the way she did, but the easiest way is for them to make changes while he's in office right now. To amend the Constitution, to say, hey, we can elect him for a third term.
Oh, God.
The more difficult way is he can be the vice president, but then run again after that. Like something weird like that. I don't know.
It's like a loophole that.
Yeah, there is a loop. They were saying there is a loophole, or it's either that or they're just trying to change the laws.
Jesus Christ, bro! I'm gonna need Supreme Court to definitely nah.
Yeah, I think it's come on.
No,
it's too far.
No,
and I think we need to pay attention within the next year or two.
Oh no, but yeah.
To make sure that we're putting in the right people to make sure that doesn't happen. Because we don't want any president to do that. Forget Donald Trump. Take him out of it. Yeah, you don't want any president to have that ultimate of power. That's the point. That we can get the change and get the exchange of power every 4 years.
Bro.
it's literally be a dictatorship or a kingdom.
Exactly. No, yeah.
Like, I'm cool with
Like,
that.
it's one thing for like 2 terms, 8 years, because I know Obama did it. Bro, 12 years is insane. That's a whole decade.
Bro, and
We're talking about a decade. That's a chunk of someone's life.
And I don't even think we've ever seen anything where somebody is won, lost, and then won again. I don't think we've even. I don't know if we've seen that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Nah, bro.
our thoughts and prayers to us.
What they need to do is implement a fucking age limit. I'm sorry, bro.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, I know it's 30 and up, I believe. Don't quote me on it.
35, I think.
Yeah.
35.
But it has to stop at like 60 or 60,
For sure.
65 or something. Because homie's legit almost 80 years old, bro. Like, I understand Biden. He was old fuck. But so is Trump, bro. Like, the mind deteriorates. Like, mindsets are predated to different times. And like, I don't know, bro.
I also, as bad as all the economy stuff is and as scared as we all are, I do think this is where America's tipping point will be.
It's like make or break.
No, it'll be like, hey, like, look how bad things are. Look how bad things got. And then when it's time for our next election
is like, let's not fucking do
we'll
it
not.
again.
We're not. The Republicans won't sniff it, but also the Democrats. They got to do better.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to do better. Everybody's got to do better. Everybody's got to be more present. Everybody's got to work harder to get this country in the right place. So that's that, man. I don't know. That's all I got.
Yeah.
For the politics and news. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Okay, shoutouts. Shout out to Juju, USC guard, sophomore. She won
insane.
Women's College Basketball Player of the Year. She is the best basketball. She's one of the best basketball players I've ever seen.
Just killing it.
Unfortunately, she tore her ACL, so she was not able to finish out the tournament. But big shout out to her. She's incredible. Like I said, easily one of the best basketball players I've ever seen. When she gets to the WNBA, she's going to be incredible. I mean, it's so crazy that the women in college make so much more money
than
the women in the WNBA. The girl that was projected to be the number 2 pick, I'm blanking on her name. She plays at Notre Dame. She decided to stay in college an extra year as opposed to go to the WNBA because she was going to make more money in college.
Makes sense.
These NIL deals and all that other stuff. I think that's a big reflection on the WNBA. Maybe you won't make the same amount because these college schools probably have more. These schools have more money than WNBA
like
teams.
Fucking conglomerates and like
they've been around for forever. Yeah. They have more money than these teams, but at least meet them halfway. You know. And I know the WNBA, their collective bargaining agreement is up, which pretty much means they're going to opt out of their contract, and they won't play until they sign off on, all the things. So I can tell that we're going to be in for a fight in terms of getting the WNBA back. So
pay the ladies, man. Pay
the ladies.
Pay the ladies.
With what money, I don't know, but pay them.
So. Usher bucks or something.
Figure it out, or I don't know. Figure it out. You got anything to shout out? Or I don't know. Yeah. I know y'all baseball. Baseball niggas is hype.
Not even, bro.
The Yankees, all that other shit. I kept seeing on Twitter. I was like, yeah, I'm see y'all.
It's that time, bro.
I only care when it's World Series time, and I pretend like I know. And I pretend like I know what's going on.
Yo, to my baseball people, it's just we in a 7-month long toxic relationship with your favorite team. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it is what it is. Like basketball, it's cool, but it's almost done. And football, it is the summer, but baseball's my shit. So it's like that one ex, that you hate, but it's just it comes around.
As long as you don't find a dad.
Oh my god! But shout outs, I ain't got no shout outs, man. Just shout outs to everyone doing it and still doing it, and we gonna get through, yo. At the end, we gonna hold hands and sing Kumbaya and take a shot.
I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas. Yeah, that's y'all business. And I'm not doing that. All right, let's get to some of the things that we recorded pretty early last week. So
yeah,
let's get to the things that we missed. Or that happened literally right after we probably left here.
Yes.
LeBron versus Stephen A. Smith again. Pat McAfee versus Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
Bron versus Brian Windhorst. Bron versus the rest of the media.
Bron versus the world.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what happened, LeBron James went on Pat McAfee, who is an ESPN. He's a former NFL player, ESPN commentator, probably
WWE commentator.
Yeah, second to Stephen A. Smith in the sports realm to me.
He's the white Stephen A. Smith.
Pretty much, he's second to him, and he's Stephen A. Smith's rival. They've had back and forths. Yeah. They've had little tiffs.
It's comical. I'm not
and
it's always very interesting.
They're rivals.
I don't like Skip. I never like Skip, but Stephen A. and Pat, that shit's comical.
So he went on Pat McAfee, and he said a couple things. So he pretty much said that, he'll never tell somebody not to critique the game, a basketball player in the game. That is your job. Mm-hmm. And he made it clear, just like we all thought. He's like, yo, when he started questioning my parenting, bro, what's this personal shit you got going on with me? And then, he said I know he's excited that I'm talking about him. It's all he cares about. He's saying he's in his tidy ways, whatever. This was after Stephen A. Smith, pretty much went on his rant previously. Mm-hmm. So LeBron says all of that, great. And then he takes a little shot at Brian Windhorst saying, well, I don't know why he acts like he knows me. I don't know this guy. Mm-hmm. Like, whatever. So on my end, I love this shit. I love petty LeBron. And he's been 22 years of class, no issues, grace, all that good stuff.
The poster boy, like the John Cena of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. I love that he's petty now. I love that he's petty. I think it's great for it's great. And also it's great for the NBA. The NBA people have said it's been boring.
Ain't shit going on.
Well, besides the NBA was boring, I think, before the Luka trade. Now it's been on fire.
Yeah.
But people were saying the game's boring. There's no storylines, nothing to talk about. That's why we talk about the Lakers all day. Mm-hmm. But now, the Stephen A. Smith, I know this is a gold mine for him too. I just didn't see Stephen A. Smith losing the battle on the microphone. Rappers and people that play sports, you're always at a disadvantage to people that speak.
Okay. Because
you'll never be as good at this. People you're professionals.
Exactly.
This is practice. Like even like myself, I can't see a world where you do something and you're gonna out talk me here. I've been doing this for a long time. I think I can. I'll get you out of here. You know what I mean? The same way Stephen A. Smith's probably like, yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here. But nothing but misstep after misstep after misstep. And it seems like Stephen A. Smith is burning a lot of player relationships, which he probably doesn't need now. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he probably doesn't need that right now. But to that, I just don't know. I don't know. Stephen A. Smith went on after LeBron did this whole thing and just made a bunch of stupid statements. Mm-hmm. He went and said that LeBron is whiny and that he doesn't like LeBron. And he said that, if LeBron at any point would have, he did his show at night and then he did First Take in the morning. Mm-hmm. So at night he had said, if LeBron had done anything about it, swung on him. No, he said if LeBron had touched me, I would have swung on him. And I'm like, that was never part of the conversation. LeBron never said he was going to touch you. We're like, all right, bro, never mind. Let that go. But then what's even worse is when he went on First Take, mm-hmm. he said that he could get personal with LeBron, but he tends to leave things out of LeBron's conversation. He said, hey, I never asked why you weren't at Kobe's funeral, and I never asked why you weren't at Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame ceremony. Yeah. That to me, I was like, Stephen A. Smith, you're frazzled.
Yeah.
You are frazzled.
It's a little chip in his shield, bro, in his armor.
Because then the reports come out that, of course, LeBron was there. He just asked to not be put on camera.
Exactly.
And the Dwayne Wade Hall of Fame ceremony was 2 weeks after Bronny had a heart attack.
That's like...
So it just made him look clownish.
Yeah.
Made him look like a clown.
It's basically just reaching for receipts, but now you look dumb as fuck.
Yeah, it made him look clownish. So...
And I know, OKC, KFC, UFC,
Lakers in 5. That's it. Lakers in 5. That's it.
T-Mac, Cool G-Rap, Dora the Explorer map.
Lakers in 5. That's it.
Lakers in 5, bro.
Lakers in 5.
Just take it.
We taking it. Lakers in 5.
Taking it, bro. Taking it.
So Stephen A. Smith, my advice to him is, please, man, you got to know when to take your loss and take your ball and go, bro.
Yeah.
Take your ball and go. Take your loss, move on. Like,
Because
it's fine.
everyone will forget about it eventually. Because it's media. Like something new happens every single day. But this is just showing character that most people would have never thought would happen. And LeBron is one of the greatest athletes of all time, everyone's favorite. And like you said, it's pretty nice to see him pick this route because, of course, he could have been very cordial, could have been very gentleman-like, sportsman-like, and all that. But this man has been in the league for over 20 years. This man is 40 years old. Bro, if I'm the greatest and I can back it up, I'm going to be petty as hell.
Of course.
I'm so petty, bro.
Yeah.
So petty. Like, and then it goes back to the whole thing of like, all right, as an athlete, if you don't like me, cool. Don't introduce my family to this, bro. There's just certain things you don't talk about, like, but
yeah, it's just things you just don't like. You just leave it alone.
Yeah,
like, and this is not the first time Stephen A. Smith has had this problem.
Mm-hmm.
The Kyrie thing, you had this problem. Like these things, you have these issues where you get in your feelings, you're emotional, and you just keep saying shit, bro. Sometimes you need to take a step back, drink some water, and be like, hey, should I be talking like this?
Exactly.
Should I be acting like this? Am I tripping?
Yep.
So. I'm glad to see LeBron actually respond this way. I know it's mixed, like, oh, why is LeBron giving this attention? Oh, but at the same time, bro, at some point you had enough.
Of course,
bro, you're in year 22, arguably the greatest basketball player ever. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. I'm tired of y'all telling me how to move around, and this is why he was saying like players are becoming the media because it's such irresponsible conversation within the media. This nigga Stephen A. Smith said the other day. He said, yo, he said he was talking to a Hall of Famer, and the Hall of Famer said if Steph Curry was in his era, Steph Curry would average 17 points a game. And I said, and Stephen A. Smith said, at first I thought he was crazy, but then I started to think about it. Like, you know what? He's right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it was way more physical, and they would have hurt him. Stephen A. Smith, you think hand checking and pushing Steph around? Steph has 4,900. Steph Curry has hit 4,902 3-pointers. You think what are we talking about?
I ain't gonna stop him, bro.
Like, what are we talking about?
I ain't gonna stop him.
Reggie Miller, these guys average more than 20 points a game. You think Steph Curry wouldn't have figured it out? Definitely. Enough, guys. Like, enough. But this is what people be talking about.
He would have changed it up.
This is what people be talking about when they say like the sports commentators are just saying anything.
Anything for grab attention.
That's also how I feel about like music podcasts now. I feel like they're just saying anything. They're just saying anything that seems like the popular thought process to get clicks and views. Like, there's no like original thought anymore. There's no
fact checking,
breaking anything down, fact checking, anything like that. Mm-hmm. But man, that is that's how LeBron thing. Ain't much there. LeBron's being who he is, and this happened long enough ago that it's like it is what it is. We're already past it.
King.
I do want to talk about since we're on basketball players. Mm-hmm. We might as well get into Anthony Edwards. There's so much going on. That's your man too.
Yo, bro.
That's why I said, man, leave the dads that don't want to be dads alone.
But he's very prominent on this. And I'm not even mad because, yes, he is young. He is young. But this man legit does not want to do anything. He don't want to be nobody's dad, bro. Like, well, he don't want to be the dad to her child. To her child, yeah.
Like, whatsoever. I've never seen a nigga not want his kid so much.
Like, there's levels to how much you hate your baby mom.
Yeah.
This is a new level. Like, straight up asking, yo, how much for all of it? And like,
so, it's crazy. Yeah. So, that she came out and said that wasn't true, right?
Wait, was it?
That's what she said. But I don't know. She said, oh, that never happened, whatever.
To me, that's true.
But she made a statement. But before I get to the statement, I started to read, because I didn't know. I knew he had a lot of kids, but I don't know how many.
Don't he have like 4? So
Anthony Edwards is in 3 active paternity cases.
Oh, shit.
He's telling all 3 of those women he wants nothing to do with the kids.
Bro, just wear the rubber, bro. Okay.
He'll only acknowledge the baby he had with somebody else.
Okay.
Which is 4 kids in 2 years. So I think this is like 7 now. I think he has 7.
Fellas.
Yeah, I know he's young.
Condoms, or just do the vasectomy, bro. You can reverse it. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do it
at this point.
Yeah, at this point, bro. Like,
he's wild, and I don't know. Like, I know he's young, but at some point, he's got to take some type of responsibility. You can't just be impregnating women and saying I don't want to deal with it because I have money. That's
Like,
so
don't the
ignorant.
coaches like give him pep talks and shit? Like
He
that?
averaged, brother. Anthony Edwards has averages 28 points per game. That coach tell him, do whatever you're doing. Nigga, we need to get into the playoffs.
Yeah,
Are you crazy?
but-
That nigga is not worried about nothing he's talking about.
Kids is crazy, bro.
23 years old, baby mom. Like,
That's a lot of baby mom drama, bro. That's a lot of money. That's a
Yeah.
lot of kids without dad.
that's a lot of kids without dads, bro. So they said Anthony Edwards had a child in March 2023, a child in September 2023, a child in October 2023, and a child in October 2024. 4 different girls. I'm not trying to see. I'm not in your pants, buddy, but come on.
I kind of want to know who they are, like what's their background, what they look like, and stuff like that. Because
They look like they all got the same archetype. they got the same My Player build, buddy. Like the same. They got the same
99 overall.
They
and
got
everything.
the same 99 overall, bro.
Because like, I mean, how old is he? 23.
He's 23 years old.
Mindset of 23. You're still young.
Bro, he got 23.
You draft, like you said, you're averaging almost 30.
23
game.
with $200 million, man.
Yeah, you're on top of the world.
There's no excuse.
You're on the top of the world. You feel like Superman. The guy complex is insane.
But like, bro, somebody around him should be like, hey, man, do you like
This gotta be.
Or do you like really need the stress? Like, you don't want to chill and like, do you want to keep going to court? Like, nobody around him wants to be like, hey, bro, you don't want to just stop going to court, so stop having kids.
This man about to be the Nick Cannon of the NBA.
Bro, it's crazy. And I think he's still with his like first baby mom.
Yes. Yep.
Like the girl didn't leave. I mean, who? $200 million.
She faithful. She definitely faithful.
He's not, obviously, but whatever, man. $200 million. Hey, I don't have nothing to say, young lady. Do your thing.
That's a fact.
Have a blast.
That's a fact.
Wrap
that shit up.
So then the one that they rumored to say he paid all the child support in advance.
Mm-hmm.
She had a message for all of the women and all of us. So I'm gonna play it.
Oh shit.
Make sure this is loud so we can hear her message because she's not playing with us. She's not playing with us at all.
She went on Instagram Live.
Twitter, Instagram.
Oh, okay.
One of them shits where people say stupid shit.
Oh, that shit. Damn, 2 minutes. Shit.
No, yeah, she went 2 minutes. All right, hold on. Let me start this.
She's pretty though. Let
me start this over.
I mean, I'll add the audio.
What you gonna call it? You can't hear it though, right?
No. But we'll add it. Don't worry, it's all good.
Oh, hold on. I know I want the people to hear it. Hold on. Let me. Why isn't this playing on it? Oh, I know why.
Because it's connected.
Yeah, I have to
disconnect your headset.
Yeah.
I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there is no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no beating those allegations at all.
Well, she said it gets way worse.
It gets
the only thing that irritates me is
she takes a pause. I didn't pause it. She took a pause.
Oh, okay.
I read comments that say, "Oh, you're a gold digger," or "You kept the baby for a check." What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said,
going man for man is wild.
You were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you?
Yep. That is Aisha Howard. That's Aisha Howard. That is Anthony Edwards' most recent baby mother. I now understand why he wants nothing to do with this lady. I get it. I 100% understand why he wants nothing to do with her. Doesn't excuse him for not wanting to be in the kid's life, but I 100% understand why he would never want to speak to this young lady again. She said, "You broke horse. Stay out of my business. You're a baby daddy on Section 8. I like rappers and athletes, and they still have babies with me." I think her baby father is Little Baby, her other child.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
But this lady is 40 years old. And she's speaking like this and saying that your Section 8 baby dads ain't shit on my baby fathers. Going baby dad for baby dad is crazy.
Wow.
Hey, bro, pay that child support up front. Hey, pay the child support up front.
Oh my God, bro.
Pay it up front. Pay the $2 million, whatever. You got that. Give her extra 2 on top. Give her 4. Give her extra
at that point. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That's wild, bro. Like, I don't know.
Nah, I'm forcing him to the doctor. He got to get the vasectomy. Nah, it's over. If I'm his family member, we gonna tie you. I'm sorry. It's over with.
He's got to.
It's over with. It's over with. What? Listen, shout out Anthony Edwards. Minnesota's going to the playoffs. He is not Mr. Beat. He played a great game the other night. He don't care about none of this.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
He's going crazy.
He's going crazy.
He's not thinking about this. He's not worried about it. He's smiling. He's like, "Yo, bro, my lawyer will take care of this." What it's like to have $200 million.
Oh my God, bro.
So,
bro, I would hate
your kid too.
Not my kid. I would hate my baby mom if she acted like that. Because, like, yo, bro, like, this is someone you really got to think down. It's like, yo, am I gonna spend the rest of my life with this? No. Am I just in it for right now? Yes. Do I really want a child? No. But shit happens. But that's insane, bro. Now I kind of understand why people hate their baby moms now.
Yeah, but like, and even with that, like, you don't gotta. He don't even want to deal with her. Like, he don't gotta be with her. He could just deal with the kid. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
Like, he don't. Yeah.
The little motherfucker does not exist.
He don't exist to him. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I heard her speak.
Yeah, at that point,
I heard her call. Y'all broke. So
listen. I'm all for women, but I kind of side with Anthony Edwards on that one, bro. Because that's insane.
Yeah, he's
baby daddy for baby daddy as well.
It's nuts. And he keep falling for the same trap over and over.
Yo, he's gotta stop,
bro. Having like 7 kids in 2 years is insane.
Gotta stop.
Jesus. So anyway,
yo.
What else we got here? What else happened? We can go to. We can move on to.
Where do you want to go to?
We can go to the.
There's a couple.
There's a couple. We can stay in the white racist world.
It got spicy this week. I'm not gonna a lot of shit.
Adam 22 says he's going broke. I feel like he's trolling. I don't believe anything he does.
So I'm trying to remember. I don't know if someone said it way back that apparently that eventually it will get to the point where he'll go broke. I don't know if it was Derek or Walt. But
yeah,
they called it. So essentially, Adam 22, if y'all don't know, is essentially the host of No Jumper.
The host and the owner. Yeah.
Oh, he's the owner.
Oh, the whole brand. Yeah.
So essentially, he just spent too much money that he didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, also with the lawsuit with one of the employees for unlawful conduct or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I'll get into the detail and just click on it. Hold
even on. A lot of his mainstay was interviewing street rappers and stuff like that. If y'all don't realize, that shit is over with.
Oh yeah,
the street music niggas are not.
They don't
like
want to be out
niggas.
There anymore.
Not even that.
It's
niggas,
only the young people.
It's not selling. It's not marketable and profitable anymore. Mm-hmm. Especially during this time of year, niggas is not trying to gangbang and kill each other right now. So trying to that type of content that doesn't really get you anywhere.
So according to Complex, y'all hearing this Friday, so it would be Wednesday. The company will be undergoing layoffs roughly 5 years after No Jumper saw a massive jump in YouTube viewership and social media following. In the video above, Adam 22 recounts 2 major L's that the company experienced in the past few months. First, we lost No Jumper Instagram. Adam said around at the 135 mark. The video also, after almost 10 years of building it up and essentially no strike on our account, we got taken down one day and we still have absolutely no idea why. As a solution, Adam has laid off multiple employees and closed the No Jumper store in Los Angeles, which cost them $4 million.
Damn.
The podcast crew would also be downsizing by selling their warehouse, the $4 million one, and relocating to a smaller workspace. To be honest, aside from the layoffs, I'm pretty happy about all these changes. Adam confessed, I realized that I have paid more attention to DJ Vlad, and kept my overhead as low as possible, particularly in terms of staff and location. I'm confident that once we get the building sold, we will be in pretty solid financial position again as a business. Give me 1 second.
Them interviews ain't selling, man. The views, no one gives a fuck.
They had a spike in viewership and content and everything like that. I believe it was during COVID or something like that, and then they went crazy. But then it went down, and that's where they really got screwed.
And it's tough to do anything the way he does it because he causes so much issues and controversy that he can't do anything outside of like make videos, right? So podcasting, in a sense, podcasting right now isn't necessarily profitable.
Yeah.
Right? Sitting down behind a microphone, podcast, putting it out every week, it's not necessarily, that's not the profit. It's having the fan base and the co-following to do other things with the podcast.
Yeah.
Throw an event, throw a live show, like because Adam moves around the way he does in LA, he's probably made a bunch of enemies. He can't just go and do things.
Yeah.
He can't be out there, self-promoting without a shit ton of security, without a bunch of other stuff. So he can't move around.
There's also in January, Adam addressed the lawsuit of sexual harassment with a former
sexual
player,
harassment,
which at the time involved former No Jumper employee Riley Garcia. In addition to the misconduct, the two alleged wrongful termination, and Garcia also accused No Jumper of sexual harassment. Adam denies the claims, saying that the podcast crew went massively out of their own way to make Garcia feel comfortable. Listen, allegations or not, that shit is always something huge.
Yeah, always a big deal.
Yeah. But
yeah, I mean, we talked about it last week. Listen, everybody going to No Jumper going to jail. So, everybody going to jail. Niggas coming there.
No one want to be in the limelight no more. I don't blame them.
And I'm telling y'all, gangster rap ain't selling.
They don't.
It's not selling right now. I think we'll get to music, but I heard Lil Durk album. Lil Durk came and talked the way he usually talked because he's in prison. It's a whole.
Yes? Lil Durk's in prison? Oh, yes.
I'm saying this thing got overreached.
Oh, yes.
Open a computer.
Because, bro, I'm not going to lie. I forgot about Durk. I'm sorry.
But he's moving the way he's supposed to by staying quiet and not calling into podcast and trying to figure this out.
They tried to escape and then they got, oh, shit.
That's what they say.
Blur, son. Blur, I'm sorry.
Nah, what I'm saying, it's a reflection on Lil Durk's album where there's no aggressive music. It's all depressive music. It's all talking about how he's trying to be a better man. You can't talk about the drilling and the killing and stuff like that when you're facing a federal indictment for murder.
Yeah.
So this shit's over with. It's over with. We gotta get to the point where the best rappers are going to be able to rap out of this, or the best hip hop artists are going to hip hop out of this. Yeah. But the people that are leaning on the street gangster rap, it's over, bro. I'm telling you, these officers are not promoting it. These officers are not giving it money. These officers know they're not interested. We've talked about it before. Pop has had such a good year. Why the hell would we go and fund some shit?
It's the money cheat, bro.
Unless you can show proof of concept, it's over with. Let it go. So,
and I seen more influence of more rappers or just hip hop artists making more features and remixes with pop artists because it's just the way to go.
Yeah, the gangster rap shit. Everybody getting indicted. Everybody going to jail. They're using what y'all saying on these interviews and in y'all music to go fucking put y'all in jail. So everybody's scared. Nobody want to talk about it. So there's that. I don't care if you land on your feet. I'm not gonna pretend I do. I don't care.
Oh no, yeah,
I couldn't care less.
I could care less.
Yeah.
I'm, like, it's not to be fucking to be petty. I'm happy that shit's going down. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like,
that shit is probably easily one of the most detrimental platforms to black people in the United States. And he'll use the I employ black people. Well, the black people that you employ consistently go to jail, consistently indicting themselves, and are naive enough to need $1 to exploit themselves, and you're exploiting that because you know that. So yes, you employ people to exploit them. That does not make you great.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah,
piece of shit.
Yeah, so I don't. That anyway.
Yeah.
Good riddance if it's over with, but he'll be fine.
No, yeah.
He'll bounce back, and he does porn, so I'm sure he makes shit ton of money doing that.
Yeah.
So, what else we got? Oh, I was about to say in white or black supremacy. I don't know what the nigga is no more.
Well,
I know we have a no Kanye kind of thing here because we don't want to give it attention. But if y'all thought that when I seen the promo, I was gonna at least watch 15 minutes of this. Y'all got me fucked up. When the nigga came in a black KKK outfit, y'all thought I wasn't gonna see at least what he was talking about. I did watch like 10 to 15 minutes. At a certain point, it was just rambling. But Kanye sat with academics in LA. He started the interview in a Sean John shirt to show support for Diddy. Then he went and changed into his black KKK outfit. And I'm not a big academics guy either, but I will say academics kept a straight face. He asked all his questions. He asked follow-up questions. He went back and forth with him a little bit. I was shocked because there is no way I'm sitting through an interview and a nigga face is covered with a KKK mask talking about they won't let me see my kids. Nigga, I know. Duh.
I wonder why.
Duh.
I wonder why.
All right.
Someone said on Twitter, someone said, Kanye got him standing so long. I know he's wondering, damn, what time we gonna eat.
Yeah. Why did he let him sit down? Why?
Listen, I'm not fat shaming, but it's just Twitter. Come on.
He a big bro. He a big dude. No, but now I realize Kanye just want everybody to see the full outfit.
Yes, that's why.
But niggas would have seen it when you walked like we're good. Like,
I mean, you can't miss that big ass one he had,
bro. Yo, Kanye's a trip. I at this point, I don't even I don't pay him no mind now.
Yeah,
it's not working no more.
I don't know, bro. Anytime, and it's sad, son, because like whenever I'm driving and listening to music and shit, his old shit comes up. It's like, it's essentially as a fan, it's like, damn, this person died. You know, to me at this point,
I think about stuff like this all the time, where it's like, people go crazy all the time, and I hate just making it that simple. But like, I think it's because most celebrities, we don't get to see it as up close and personal because it's probably happened in the past, but we didn't have social media. I think Kanye is literally right, but even with that, I don't think it was.
But that was because the money stuff with her parents.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was as extreme as this, because when you listen to Kanye, he sounds very coherent, but then you're hearing what he's saying, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Fuck, bro.
Nigga said, yo, Jay-Z he said Jay-Z owns my masters. And he was like, no, he don't. And he was like, good, I was just saying that to know who actually owns my masters. I was like, all right, bro, never mind. You got it, man. Never mind, buddy. Brother, man, come on. Let's wrap this up, man. So I always have at this point I have no Kanye anything in my life. But it is. I mean, there's no way I wasn't gonna see what he was talking about for like at least 5 minutes.
No,
but he wasn't talking about nothing. He literally wasn't talking about nothing. Kanye West just sounds like he feels like everybody did everything to him and it made him go crazy. And now, he can say he says and does these things because he wants to show that he has enough power to fight back.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I don't understand it.
I know he dropped. I heard a snippet on TikTok. The song of him telling Bianca to come back. That shit is grade A ass.
Kanye dropped the whole album and we didn't care. The whole Bully album.
The airways.
The whole Bully album is out and we don't give a fuck. I ain't hear a snippet. I ain't hear it. I didn't. I seen it come up and I was like, I don't care. And he tried doing the artisty way where it's one long record on YouTube because he doesn't fuck with the stream. Dude, listen, I'm cool.
The mighty has fallen, bro.
I'm cool. He's in a free fall, and every time Kanye does these things and try to give him an excuse.
J. Cole with the tweets.
Yeah, I don't know who hasn't Kanye taken a shot at. He hates Kendrick. He hates J. Cole. He hates Jay-Z. He hates
everyone.
everybody, man. Kanye needs to be whatever medication they had him on. Put him back.
Yeah,
put him back, bro. So, thoughts and prayers to his family.
I really feel bad for the kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say to his kids.
I really feel bad for the kids, bro, because I know. Well, he has like 3, 4 kids. I don't know, but I know North is the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she's at least preteen, I think.
I think she's at 11 or 12 years.
So, like, she's getting to that age
where she
where,
knows,
I mean, the internet is accessible to everyone, but she's getting to that age where obviously you start to question shit, and then you start to see the world, and you start to see people's faces and interactions and just thought process of like, oh, that's her father, and then like that trickles down to a child, with trauma or future trauma, or just in the sense of like, why doesn't anyone like my father?
Yeah.
So, but thoughts and prayers to the kids.
Thoughts and prayers to the kids, man. I guess we can. The last of this, the main things. Mm-hmm. The Nokia video came out.
Who's calling my phone?
Baby girl.
I like it.
Yeah. So what do you think about the video?
Choreography's dope. Black and white was dope. Shit, I be stalking Theo Scudger's IG.
He's incredible.
And bro, listen.
He is absolutely incredible.
Like, when you like a medium of something, art or just anything, you're gonna obviously be obsessed with it because you're showing interest of it.
Yeah.
Theo Scudger is definitely top tier modern photographer, artist, cinematographer, whatever, for me at least, because regardless of him being in Drake's camp, the guy knows his shit, bro. Like, so the BTS and everything that he does for him in that camp, amazing, bro. But it was dope. I like the video.
Yeah. I love that he kind of took the artsy approach. Mm-hmm. I think we all thought this was just going to be a party video, but I like how it painted the choreography and made it look a lot more pristine.
Yep.
And it gave, to me, the dancers like a moment of like art instead of throwing them in a music video with a party. Mm-hmm. That's what I liked. I liked that it gave it seemed like 80 dancers. 80 dancers getting a chance to be in a very, very upscale video that was premiered in IMAX. And I think that was dope. I think everybody's just focused on what they want to see.
Yes.
When you're not understanding that not only did he make it IMAX, he got Theo. Theo has been doing I know everybody thinks that. We'll get to what people think about like the beef and stuff, but I don't know why I think Kendrick Lamar invented black and white. Theo has been doing this medium of work for almost a decade. But anyway,
he's a master at it.
Literally,
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
to have a room full of women dancers that are just women, and then kind of renting out the IMAX theater for them to see themselves.
It's crazy.
I think that's incredible.
It's crazy. The carnival bit.
The carnival aspect of it, very Toronto, kind of showing love to Toronto.
Showing love, yep.
I love that
over there.
So, in terms of what the video looked like, I think it looked incredible. In terms of how people feel about what they say, it didn't seem fun or it didn't match the song. I don't know what y'all was watching. It seemed like everybody was having a blast. It just was choreographed.
Yeah.
And shout out to Tanisha Scott, she is with the choreographer for the video, and she also did Nice for What.
Okay.
So Tanisha Scott, prominent black woman in the dance space, big shout out to her. But I think that to be fair to people, I get why the first thing people say is like, yo, like he's going back to the beef, this and that. Like, guys, I think that if that's the first thing, if that's the first thing when you see this video, what you think. That's just
it's sad.
That's it. Like, why can't we just
holding on to something that happened back in January, bro.
Well, listen, to be fair to people, there were subtle things, of course. Mm-hmm. The owls at the end, that was obviously, from the Not Like Us thing. I can see how people thought the circle, when he was dancing in the circle around the women, that the Super Bowl shot thing. I don't know about that. I'm not 100% with that. Drake been doing that same dance since Hotline Blings. I don't know what everybody's talking about, but neither here nor there. We'll let people go with that. I think overall the video was great. The video was great. I'm glad to see that he took the artsy approach. So it didn't just seem like a bunch of girls dancing in a party. Because that gave the girls the opportunity to showcase their talent instead of them just being on a skating rink and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's what people wanted, but it gave the people that participated in the video the opportunity to feel like they were in a masterpiece.
Yes.
So that's really like that's what I liked about it the most. I loved the frames, like all of it was so well thought out. You know, I know people just should have just been a party, should have been fun. These are professional dancers. Yeah, like they don't just want to be. Yeah, these are professional dancers.
Yeah. A lot of the shots is pretty dope. High angles. Yeah. The one shot with like the conveyor belt with the two ladies with the skates, like kind of skating.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, because like I took a year BMCC for a degree, and I had to take a couple classes for marketing and arts and stuff like that. Breaking it down when it comes to like the payrolls for like some of these warehouses and stuff like this, you can't do this shit like in just a small place. You need huge warehouses. Like the money that goes down to this to break it down is insane. Like my professor breaking it down to me, it opened my eyes like, holy shit, like you gotta be really up there in stature to really do this, or just have your label fund it for you. For Drake to be doing this is insane, bro.
Like, obviously can't tell you. Drake put the money up for this video by himself.
And that's
funded it on his own.
So like watching this video, I'm watching it as like photography type of nerd type of stuff, and then watch it again as a regular fan. But like breaking it down, like holy shit, this type of shot, that type of shot, that probably is level. That's a whole this, that, and third. It's like, bro, this is huge, and like he's paying it out of his pocket. So
it was like you said, for me, the minute I'm watching it, I was like, from an art perspective, this is incredible. I can see people wanting it to be fun, but also, since when do we super care about music videos again all of a sudden? Bro. Like, when have we cared about? Now we care about music videos all of a sudden again? Like, guys, listen. Yeah. I think that...
Because, of course, it could have been, like, clubs, twerk.
Yeah, but, like,
bottles and this and that there. But this is... I like it because it showcase that, art. Showcase
like
is giving the people, giving the choreographers, giving everyone a chance to showcase their hard work and art, because they are individuals that need to be respected, that keep the industry going. And it's a nice takeaway from everything, giving them a break essentially, like, because it's something I think he probably thought like, I'm gonna completely give him a curveball, thinking like, oh, this is a party song, but I'm not gonna display that type of incentive. I'm gonna just switch it up on them.
Yeah, and to me, it was still fun. Like, the video still looked very fun. Like, it seemed like everybody was having a good time. It just wasn't in a skating rink or a club like y'all wanted. You know what I'm saying? But I thought the video was really cool. I thought it was dope. Once I saw that it was being shot in IMAX I knew it was gonna be black and white. Duh. But not saying that IMAX is always black and white, but Theo. IMAX, I was like, yeah, it's obviously going to be black and white. But anyway, but I do understand people saying, we want some color. But I'm like, y'all are, when the song come on, y'all not looking for the video. Yeah. So I don't don't change nothing.
The thing is, like, we perceive everything obviously in color, unless you're colorblind, and unfortunately, But when it comes to like in a photography aspect, black and white, you just can't shoot it to just shoot it. You kind of have to understand the contrast and the highlights. So contrast being dark, highlights being white. Yeah. To shoot a music video, you have to understand the whole lighting sets, and you have to understand, like, the clothes they're wearing, the floor being all white, how that's going to look on the camera and stuff like that. So this is all aspects that I think it was Theo that shot it. I got to do my
Theo.
So like, this is all stuff that an individual that has been shooting, at least for black and white photos and video, for over a decade, understands already, to the point where it's just second nature. Like, you just can't shoot. You can shoot a black and white music video, but it's not going to look decent. Yeah. As opposed to someone who's been shooting black and white for 10 years plus and understand like, yo, this is gonna pop. You know, the clothes that they're wearing is like it's like a latex type of jacket. Drake in the middle dancing while they're all around on two opposite sides. Like
I love that shot.
good. Like every angle is amazing, bro. Like it's
and listen,
props to everyone.
And yes, and even if Drake is somewhat trolling he obviously is at some point. At little points in the video you can see it. But you mean to tell me? So Kendrick made the Super Bowl about Drake. Kendrick made Not Like Us about Drake. Kendrick made the Pop Out about Drake. Kendrick dissed Drake on his most recent album. So Drake can't do a little dance and be like, I'm fine. Yeah. He can't put some owls somewhere. Like, damn, like y'all are strict. So
for me, around the 338, because I'm looking at it again, 338 mark. It's you see both sides dancing. You see Drake in the middle, white bar line of him on the off the floor, but it's panning in and out. And it just looks dope. Like,
it's just dope.
I can't think of anything flawed in this music video.
Yeah, I think people are complaining that video was like too flawless. It was too artsy. It was too. People are calling it like, it was too serious. I'm like, who thought this was serious?
Everyone looks like they're having fun.
Yeah, everyone looks like they're having a blast. But I think, honestly, no matter what the video looked like, it was so highly anticipated. People would have been disappointed anyway. I think that no matter what. If Drake put that shit in the middle of a party, people would have complained, saying this was not deep enough. Like, people would have complained. So it really doesn't matter. I think, like what you like. I love that Nokia is the record that's like circulating.
Yeah.
I know y'all care about Billboard charts. I'm going to break it to y'all. Niggas pay for the billboards. So, yes, Nokia's at number 3. Drake's not getting label backing. That means it's organic. And I'm going to say something to y'all. And I'm not supposed to say this. I'm going to say this very, very clear. Number 1 and number 2 are Luther and the Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars song Die With A Smile. If you niggas think that people are listening to Die With A Smile that much, y'all are idiots. And that's all I say about that. If y'all think people are sitting here playing Die With A Smile,
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Every day.
That's crazy.
Y'all are absolutely insane. So I know, I'm only saying the chart thing to say that I see that it gave Nokia a bit of a bump, just data wise, and it's making people go and listen to the record.
I mean, tech right now has got, as we're recording this Thursday, y'all hear this Friday, has 4,500,074,923 views.
Yeah, that's great.
4.5.
I think the video is great.
It's dope.
I think it's cool.
It's a nice nod to nostalgic because of obviously the IMAX thing, the big everyone grew up as a kid. The textile type of LED lights, the phone, the switch up phone. It's just dope. Like I
think I think if Drake does another video for this album, it's gonna be Somebody Loves You, and it's probably gonna be in a club. Yeah. So I'm sure it'll be in a club. So, but I don't see Drake shooting another music video or spending any more money on this project until all that lawsuit stuff is, wrapped up, whenever that will be. But overall, I think the video was dope.
That's amazing.
And I don't think y'all understand when that baby girl hits over the summer. Y'all understand. Shit, bro. Y'all understand. I saw a preview of it. So, yeah. What else do we have? We have a little bit of music. I listened to the Dirk album. Like I said, there's not one upbeat record on that album. Not even half of one. It's 18 records.
Shit.
There's not a BPM. It's just him telling sad stories the entire time. And I don't blame him for not wanting to do anything outside that year in prison.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this drill rap shit is over with. They locked up. I know we didn't talk about it. They gave Chef G 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a rap, guys. Like the tough shit. We told y'all last week. Give it up. It don't sell.
It doesn't.
They're not giving y'all budgets for it.
There was already like evidence of it just not really taking off. Like I know you shared feelings of the whole drill rap thing going dying out, and obviously it's done. It's obviously you don't wish negativity and something like that, jail time on a person, but the actions you do reflect it just reflects. And yeah, Chef G going for 5 years, it's tough, but
it sounds like he got a deal though. The shit they were charging.
It's supposed to be worse.
They was saying that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be worse.
Give him life.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
I'm
worse.
not saying I'm wishing. I'm just saying like the way the charges went. I was like, he is never getting out.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, yeah, rap that the gangster rap is. I really don't see it coming back unless there's a industry plant. But even then, it's going to take some time for gangster rap to come back.
Like rap about the drugs you used to sell, and not about the drills and the kid.
Yeah.
And on top of that, even if that is your mode, because like I said, Pusha T's the greatest drug dealer rapper ever.
Exactly what I was about to think.
But I don't know what a Pusha T album sounds like.
No,
not even that. Pusha T is always going to put out a great piece of music. I don't know. I want to hear how he's adjusting to the climate of music right now. Which when the Clips album comes out, we'll figure that out. But he raps incredibly. Another person that makes kind of luxurious drug rap is Rick Ross.
Benny.
Benny is top tier. But those are guys that don't depend on album sales. So they have other avenues. So that's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say Push. I mean, I think Push kind of depends on album sales a little bit because he does sell well usually.
He does sell. Is he still the head of Good Music?
No. Good Music don't even exist no more. I don't think.
I know.
That's over with. I wonder where Push is. Push might be at. I know he's at. No, I know he's at Universal somewhere. I don't know where at Universal.
Gotcha.
Maybe it's Republic. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But I know that album's coming out at some point.
It's gonna be interesting.
I also heard Will Smith's album.
You dropped the album?
Yeah.
Will Smith
dropped the album. I'll play some of the shit, but we get copyright. And I'm not getting copyright for that. Will Smith, he intros the album by recapping the last few years. He's like, yo, yeah, I smacked them at the Oscars. They thought I was dead. He tried. Listen, he tried. Will Smith tried. I'll give him that. He tried.
No.
But nah.
Damn, Will, like you up there with one of my favorite actors, like on the list. But you ain't have to drop an album in 2025, bro. I mean,
but you also too, he just bored. He probably bored. You got all the money in the world. You like music. Put an album out, man. But we good. But we'll be good. We'll be good. I was like, yo, bro, when's Will's next movie? Let's focus on that. Let's focus on your next movie. Let's focus on your nenext film. Leave this rap shit alone.
Jesus Christ.
He some records he tries to sound like Big Sean. He sound like Ludacris.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's pretty bad. But like, I didn't expect it to be good, but like, it's pretty bad. It's like pretty bad. But shout out to Will Smith anyway. But I'm going to music. Wale's, we didn't talk about. Wale put out a single a couple weeks ago called Blanco.
Yeah,
really like that record. And Wale is underrated, one of my favorite artists
He's
ever.
Up there, bro. He's
ever.
Up there. His mixtape run. If y'all don't know about Wale, All About Nothing mixtape runs, and even there obviously others, but that mixtape run, bro.
He has probably to me. Well, he has my favorite mixtape discography. More About Nothing is top 3, one of my favorite projects ever. Like being in college, I think beginning of my college career, and hearing that project, I was like, wow. So Wale, he's so underrated.
Very.
The album About Nothing, one of my favorite albums ever.
Mm-hmm.
An underrated sleeper classic to me.
Very, very. Underrated.
Love that project.
Like, I'm like, because I know during that mixtape era, it was like Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
Wale,
yeah, that was
Currency,
the Mac Miller,
golden
era music, man.
And not to take
the blog era, the blog era,
exactly. And not to take away like from whatever he's done recently, but he's very underappreciated. Like he is music, he is hip hop.
We'll never get. It's sad that we'll never get those spaces back. Everything's so political and everything. So you know what's going on and. Wale, he just does not get the recognition he deserves, man. He is incredible, bro. Like Wale's music, and even some of these, even if you don't like an entire project, he's always going to give you something. He's going to give you something that you're like. He's going to give you records that are timeless. What's that record? I wanna love you And you think like he sampled that, like he's done so much. Bad with when he did the remix with Rihanna, like these are just moments. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to just give a shout out to Wale. I'm very excited for the project. Very excited for the project.
Definitely.
Very excited for the project.
I fuck with him more because he's a big advocate for WWE.
He is.
He always hosts his Wale Mania.
That is in June, I believe.
Huh?
It's in June, right?
Wale Mania?
Yeah.
Nah, April 17th.
Oh, April 17th.
It's usually like a day or two before WrestleMania.
Oh, yes.
But
yes.
he goes off, bro. He's very, very big when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah.
Usually rents out a whole arena or not warehouse, but arena and stuff.
Yeah.
Put the ring, he's in there. Couple other artists, couple other, it's amazing, bro. Every single one has been amazing. But definitely flowers to Wale.
Yeah, shout out to Wale, man, for sure.
I bought my bread fours because of him, bro.
Also, best sneaker game in music history.
Bro.
Best sneaker game in music history. Shout out to Wale. We don't have much for sports. Well, the Final Four, as you guys listen to this, Final Four is tomorrow.
It's Auburn, Duke.
All the number one seeds: Auburn, Florida, Duke, Houston. That is a reflection of niggas getting paid to go places, and there's no more parity. I've got my money. At first, I picked Florida, but I think I got my money on Duke. He looks incredible. Cooper Flag looks incredible. Florida, the kid Walter Clayton Jr. also looks great. Both those guys. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Duke, man. I'm gonna go with Duke.
I don't know. For me, I might go Houston.
Houston, that'd be fire if Houston.
I might go Houston just because
the strip club's gonna be packed to the brim if they win a national championship.
I have a friend. She's in sports media. She used to be on the sports media team for the Houston Cougars and stuff like that. And she's big sports person and stuff like that. But in her run when she was in school, she used to break it down like, oh, this kid is da-da-da. He's dropped this, and that, third. And they're pretty good, bro. I'm not going to lie. Auburn is pretty... It's another... Because not everyone's an underdog, but it's just like...
They're good.
Everyone's good. It's just like, I don't really want... I've always been a sucker for underdogs. Obviously Duke is the big, Florida is the big. But it's like... I want to see what these other teams can do. Auburn, because now you can stay in college for like 40 years because of COVID. Their starting lineup, the average age is 22 years old, which is crazy. Wow.
And they have 24-year-old, 25-year-olds in the starting lineup. So I do hope the NCAA gets this under control because I don't want 26-year-olds should not be seniors. No. The kids are 18 coming to school 4 to 5 years. After that, I don't know. Niggas go get out of here.
Yo, 26-year-old playing against a fucking
19-year-old. Yeah, so come on, let's stop this. But
that's like playing at the YMCA. Bro.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
You got a whole bunch of dads and teenagers.
Yeah, because everybody got an extra year because of COVID. But we cool, bro. Let's extra year. And if you're injured twice because you get injury years, it's over with. Go home, buddy. But you got Houston. I got Duke. The women's, I got UConn. Come on. It's not even, for me, it's not even close. UConn, South Carolina. I love South Carolina. Love Dawn Staley, but UConn looks incredible. Paige Beggars looks like one of the best players in the world. I'm cool. So I got UConn in the women's side of things. What else we got? Any
sports?
Basketball. About 6 games left in the regular season.
Oh, Melo.
Oh yes, shout out to Melo.
Fuck, that's
a shout out. It's okay. We in sports. Shout out to Melo, man.
Shout out to Melo.
First ballot Hall of Famer, 10-time All-Star, 4-time Olympic gold medalist, I believe, or 3-time. Scoring champion about 4 times, I believe. So shout out to Melo, man.
I gotta buy another jersey.
And it's just Melo's still cool and out there. So to see him see him be a Hall of Famer and just still be running around podcasting with his kid.
Yes,
that's fire.
Yes,
fire.
Bro. Carmelo Anthony,
fire.
New York loves you.
Yeah,
Denver loves you, but New York loves you more.
Yeah, Denver got to retire both them.
Yeah, put them shits in the rafters.
Both
right
Jokic
now.
15 and Melo 15.
Yeah, bro. Like,
But
it would have been nice to see him win a chip, but what he's done, bro,
yeah, it would have been nice, but
it sparked so much inspiration to everyone.
It's not
like
for
Hoodie
everybody.
season and everything. Like, it's just Carmelo Anthony's just one of them ones, bro.
Yeah, the championship. He's one of the players. I'm like a championship, not for everybody. Like somebody like him, James Harden. Like these guys, they don't win a ring. Yeah. They stamp with me anyway. Yeah. They change basketball. Like these people change.
Not yet. 100%.
The swag they added to basketball.
Bro.
I'm cool.
The amount of people who bought Nike techs.
Yeah.
Or just sweaters and all, and just started playing with hoodies, bro, because Carmelo did it. It's insane, bro.
Yeah. But shout out to Melo.
Shout out to Melo. You said 4 games left?
We got about 6 games left in the NBA season. Okay. The Western Conference is separated by from spots 1 to 6 is separated by 2 games or some shit. Okay. Memphis Grizzlies went from 5th the other day to 8th. Oh, shit. Just that's how tight the race is. Yeah. The Memphis Grizzlies randomly fired their coach 3 games ago. Not smart. It's right before the playoffs. If I'm not pushing this on him, but if we see a scandal come out, we know why he got fired because that never happens.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we're close. Lakers moved up to 3rd. OKC, Houston still 1 and 2. Golden State is now 5th, I believe, or 4th. So it's a tight race. As y'all listen to this, we record this Thursday, so I'm gonna watch this Lakers Warriors game at 10. So. The playoffs, best time of year, man. There's nothing like playoff basketball.
It's amazing.
7 games. You never know when the tide's going to turn. It's nothing like playoff basketball. And I feel like it's a little bit more wide open this year than, we got the Celtics, you got the Cavs, you got the Pistons that look good, the Rockets, OKC, the Lakers are back where they need to be. So I'm rocking. Yeah, I'm rocking, man. Anything else we got?
Shit. Baseball's back fully. It's gonna be fun, man. That's all I'm gonna say. They've been going crazy. Opening day, Yankees won. Second game, they dropped 20-9. It was 9 home runs. It was the most home runs in a single game any MLB team has ever dropped. Mm-hmm. Everyone thought they were on steroids and shit, but no. They kind of changed the technology with the bat, which is kind of a big controversy right now, but it's something that's been predated that, back in the 90s they already had. But Yankees is going crazy. Everyone's going crazy. It's going to be fun. I can't front, but that's all I could think of sports-wise.
Listen, I don't know how baseball fans do it. There's 162 games?
162 games.
NBA is 82, so it's pretty tough for us too. But y'all are invested in every game. To be invested in 162 games is a difficult thing to do.
I try to keep to my 4 teams, but it's a lot, bro, because it's just so much can happen. If this person gets injured, this person comes back. The minor leagues, they get called up. They got this trade and stuff. So it's definitely a lot, but it's always been fun.
Yeah,
it's always been fun. 162 games total, about 80 home, 80-ish away and stuff. So it's dope. It's definitely dope.
Hey, also, real quick, I know we're in the era where you have to have 18 streaming services to watch one game. Man, the other day, because Max plays the TNT games.
Yeah.
Man.
You got blacked out?
No, not even that. It was usually any Max. I got regular Max, basic Max. Mm-hmm. You get a notification, hey, you have to upgrade your subscription now to watch live anime game. I'm like, yo, you know what?
Nah, they do that.
You know what?
That's wild.
You know what? This is why everybody's dad left. Because he couldn't afford this shit.
He couldn't afford it? No. He worked a long day at the mill. Dinner wasn't cooked. He might get laid off, or he just didn't get the promotion. And then the last thing he saw was his jit asking him for some juice or some shit while he's just trying to sit in his lazy boy. And
then he tries to turn the game on, and they say you can't watch this because you need to upgrade your subscription. Yes. And you're on your last $6.
Yes. That was the straw.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Exactly. And then you know what? Grabbed his keys. Honey, I'll be back.
And never came back. And then you go look for the nigga. Oh man, Anthony Edwards and Vero out, man. Yeah. All right. See y'all next week. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing, man.